Appalachian Championship Wrestling's undisputed heavyweight champion Joshua Bishop forced to lay down his title while healing from a significant injury. Now 12 stellar athletes hungry for the most coveted honor.
What did you think was gonna happen? I told you I'd have it. And I proved it the last 2 days. I'm never losing.
Will an ACW newcomer take home the strap and start a new chapter in the organization's history? Or will it be an ACW veteran proving they deserve the gold? All enter the ring with an insatiable desire to climb to the top and write their own story. The victor will be crowned today, October 26, 2024, in Ashland, Kentucky.
Titles you want to target tonight.
Hello there, Appalachian Championship Wrestling fans. Today is October 26th. Welcome to the Halloween Hootenanny here in Ashland, Kentucky. We have got a big day of action planned. I'm Nikki Walters here with Mike Kelly, and we're going to talk you through it all. We're going to be making some big decisions here today.
Yeah. The Undisputed Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs. We're going to have a tournament. And the way this tournament's set up, we're going to have 2 scrambles. And the winners of those 2 scrambles are going to meet in the finals in the main event today to crown the new Undisputed Heavyweight Champion. And Nikki, you know who we have here on site to present.
The one and only Joshua Bishop is here. He is the current undisputed ACW, was until he had to be stripped of it because of an injury that is just, going to be taking him out for a while, and this is what ACW's management decided had to be done. And, even though Joshua Bishop hasn't always been the most straight and narrow in the ring, the fans here at ACW have come to appreciate him and appreciate his dedication to whatever agenda that he comes to the ring with, and so we wanted to make sure that he was going to be here to crown the next one. What do we have going on here?
MBJ making his appearance here at the Halloween Hootenanny.
Did he put that in park?
I hope so.
I left the keys there. None of you better take my car.
I mean, accusing our fans of grand theft is not really the way that I would start my day.
But the format today, we're going to have 2 scrambles. The winners of the 2 scrambles will be facing each other in the finals, one-on-one, for the Undisputed Heavyweight title.
So at least 2 of these competitors are going to be wrestling twice tonight, but...
And he has been stripped of the ACW Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. So today, we're going to have a couple scramble matches. And the winner of each one of those scramble matches will compete later this afternoon in the main event to crown in front of you, the great fans of Ashland, Kentucky, a new ACW Undisputed Heavyweight Champion.
Daniel Blevins explain everything to the fans.
Unable to compete due to injury, Ron Mathis.
And this was originally scheduled to be a 6-pack scramble. Ron Mathis, unable to compete due to injury. And you know this has to be a bad injury if Ron Mathis isn't going to compete. We seen him last week
at the Barnyard Beatdown,
defending them Bluegrass titles.
But I'm glad that Ron decided not to push it anymore in this match because we want to see him get better.
From Point Pleasant, West Virginia, Troy Parker. And from Charlotte, North Carolina, handsome Emery. This scramble match is scheduled for one fall.
And Appalachian Championship Wrestling has put together 2 scrambles of some of the most amazing independent talent on the scene to compete for this Undisputed Heavyweight title. As we got Troy Parker. Last time we saw Troy Parker at the Slam Plaza 3 event with a big win. Over
Myron Reed, who is definitely nationally one of the best out there. And then, we also have Sebastian and MBJ coming into this with some problems that they're still trying to work out here at ACW.
Sometimes friends, sometimes enemies.
Yeah.
A little bit of very competitive, those two.
So that should make this even more interesting than it already would be.
As Nick Hamrick taking it to MBJ outside the ring, while you got Troy Parker and Tyler Rosfield going at it. But Rosfield was attempting a sunset flip. MBJ jawing with them fans. It's Tyler Rosfield with a strike to Troy Parker, stunning him. Now look at the agility of this big man. I'm telling you what, Troy Parker, I expect big things out of this guy. He is a physical just beast.
Speaking of physical beast, there comes Sebastian in there.
Yeah, you got basically the clash of the titans right now between these two big boys throwing down.
And Sebastian, recently aligned with the franchise players there for one show, and who knows if Nick Hamrick is excited about that or not, excited about Shane Douglas taking a look at him or not.
Yeah, we had Sebastian. He's kind of, I think, being scouted by Shane Douglas and franchise players. But I'll tell you what, we saw Betty D teaming up with Sebastian and MBJ a couple weeks back. So, Shane Douglas is looking at anything to stop this monumental losing streak of the franchise players, looking outside of the organization. And as you were pointing out, very interesting, the dynamic of Nick Hamrick in there. Nick Hamrick, who has not been seen eye to eye with Shane.
And Nick Hamrick hasn't really, made any statements online or in person about, how he feels about Shane Douglas looking outside of the franchise players to recruit people. So.
But I think we could read between the lines and figure out how he feels about it. Oh, with Nick Hamrick with an eye poke to MBJ, going off the ropes, big flying bulldog type variation, going for that pin. But MBJ kicking out at the 2.
Right here. You love it, Ashland. Come on.
Nick Hamrick getting this spot in the tournament due to that big Battle Royal win at the Barnyard Beatdown last week. This Sebastian clearing the ring, but here comes Tyler Rosfield. And this young man, he hadn't been around the sport for a long time, but his athleticism and fearlessness, I think, is going to take him a long way. As you got Troy Parker snagging Sebastian outside of the ring, kicking him upside the head. Sebastian's hurting, Nikki. Oh, but Troy Parker missing that cross-body. Tyler Rosfield with a big kick.
We are on a concrete parking lot here, folks, so any action outside of the ring is going to hurt.
Oh, there ain't no pads. Ain't no pads outside the ring. in our ACW parking lot shows, Nikki. Not in the budget.
No.
It's Sebastian, MBJ. Brawling. Outside. Oh, but look at that. Look at Tyler Rosfield. This young man with a 2 count. And you got Sebastian stuffing MBJ in the car. Oh! Rosfield with a cutter. Sebastian's driving MBJ's car off. Hey, today's Sebastian's birthday, Nikki.
Oh. I think that this year at ACW, there have been at least 3 kidnappings.
We've had several kidnappings and several birthdays.
So
probably several dozen birthdays if you want to count all Gorgeous Gregory's birthdays.
Right. So
wait a minute. Nick Hamrick with a big pin on Tyler Rosfield. Nick Hamrick he's moved on to the finals.
Your following scramble match is scheduled for one fall.
All right, Mike Kelly. So now we're going to decide who is going to face off against Nick Hamrick.
And coming out first, we got Tyler Jordan. He's been very, very impressive in his appearances in Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
And I know he wants this. And this isn't the route that he planned to take, but this is what he's had his eyes on from the minute that he came to ACW. His first match was against Josh Bishop.
And here we got Chase Emery making his ACW debut. Very impressive young man. It's good to get him in an Appalachian Championship Wrestling ring. This guy's going places. Speaking of guys going places, coming out next, we got Pat Angel, Nikki. Pat Angel. All these guys, including Zaiden Kayne. Zaiden Kayne, newly crowned ACW International Champion. He's looking to use that belt as a stepping stone to the ACW Heavyweight title. He's made that point abundantly clear.
Coming in here with a lot of momentum and a lot to prove.
Let's turn it up.
Zaiden Kayne looking to turn it up. He is hungry. He's got that international title, but that ain't enough. He's looking to become the Undisputed Heavyweight Champion today, as is our next competitor, Dalton McKenzie. We saw Dalton McKenzie. He was victorious last time we saw him on ACW Live at the Slam Plaza 3 event. And coming out next, Gorgeous Gregory.
Hold on. Everybody knows that before I wrestle, every single one of you here tonight, this referee has to get on his knees and kiss my boot.
What? I don't think that's part of the contract agreement.
Absolutely not.
Jim ain't gonna fall for that. He's been around. Whoa, wait! You can't put your hands on a referee.
I don't care about it. Get down there and kiss my boot. It's brand new, sweetheart. It's brand new. Never worn them before.
Okay, so instead of his $6,000 ring jacket, he's got brand new boots this week. Ain't none of these guys gonna kiss his boots. They might kick him upside the rear end.
And they were $300.
Or they may try to kick him upside the rear end. Gorgeous Greg, every time I see him, he's just a little more jacked. This guy spends countless hours in the gym.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this here tonight. I can't believe I'm part of this. I can't believe it.
There is a lot of power and a lot of strength in this ring right now.
Oh, absolutely. Any of these guys I could see not just winning this first round match, but I could see any of these guys winning the heavyweight title. But I could also see Nick Hamrick. This thing is just packed with talent. This tournament is stacked.
And a lot of these guys, you know, like we said, Tyler Jordan had his eyes on this from the get-go. A lot of these guys have wanted this, but who could have ever predicted that this is the route they'd be taking to get there?
Well, everybody watching this knows here at ACW, we love our scrambles. And so I find it kind of fitting that this tournament is going to be the winner of 2 scrambles facing off in a singles match.
And I wanted to point out here, as we see this match unfold, a lot of people may be noticing someone that they would have thought would have definitely been in one of these scrambles who isn't, and that's Kayne and Kristopher.
Yes, and so here's the deal. Here in ACW, we know we got a lot of titles. We recognize all the other titles, not in the area, but around the country, around the world, and we're looking to consolidate some of these titles. And Kayne and Kristopher is going to be going up against Bruce Gray later this afternoon.
And we are, putting him in the singles bout against Bruce Gray. Of course, Canaan has the Bluegrass Championship. We're here in Ashland, Kentucky.
We're in the Bluegrass State. We better have a Bluegrass title.
Obviously, even though we would have loved to have seen him in this match or the previous match as a contender for this, it was only fitting.
But there are some very big implications to the Bluegrass title match. We'll get into that a little later. But yes, that Bruce and Canaan, they haven't been excluded from the heavyweight title hunt. We'll just leave it that way. And we'll get more into that here shortly. As Zaiden Kayne climbing up the top rope. Oh, but Tyler, there's so many people in here. It's like, it's crazy. You had Chase Emery and Gorgeous Greg on the apron. You got Pat Angel. Pat Angel was climbing up to the ropes. Oh, but Dalton McKenzie just jacked Pat Angel upside the head. Got him in the corner. But Pat Angel going underneath. Pat Angel with some strikes of his own. This thing is breaking down. But if you're watching the ACW Scramble, you know it's going to break down. It's going to break down from the get-go. Dalton McKenzie rocked, but then you got Greg. Oh, big clothesline from McKenzie to Pat Angel. As we watch competitors align and then fight. I just love these things. Every man for himself. And as you know, the first pinfall will decide the victory. Oh, big double elbow to Pat Angel.
That's right.
You got Chase Emery climbing back into the ring. Oh, but Greg with a boot. Oh, that was close, Nikki. Very close.
They went from working together to
Oh, Tyler Jordan off the top rope in a big boot to Greg. You got Zaiden ducking underneath. Oh, but Tyler caught him with a kick. Tyler getting these fans involved in it. Oh, Zaiden planting Tyler Jordan on his face. Look at the speed and agility of Pat Angel. Referee James Lawrence, he's got his work cut out for him with a big spear from Dalton McKenzie. Big spear. And now Chase Emery, oh, with a big kick upside the head of Dalton McKenzie. You got Greg and Chase Emery. Oh, that was like a DDT variation. And now you got Tyler Jordan. I don't think Greg doesn't realize Tyler's right up behind him. And then Tyler Jordan, oh, with a sit-out power bomb, with a sit-out power, and a 3 count. We got Tyler Jordan going on to the finals. Going to face handsome Nick Hamrick in the Undisputed Heavyweight Title Tournament Finals.
contest is brought to you by A Walk in Time, and it is for the ACW Bluegrass Championship, and it is scheduled for one fall. He is accompanied to the ring by Trash Ron Mathis.
Ron Mathis unable to compete today, but he unable to compete in that scramble, so you know he's got to be hurt. As DD Trash goes out and greets the fans, you know Ron Mathis is going to be seriously hurt to not compete. I mean, we seen him last week at the Barnyard Beatdown defending them Bluegrass tag titles. As Bruce does his thing. So, you know, our thoughts and prayers to Ron Mathis on his road to recovery. We're still figuring out how bad this injury is, but, you know, as I was saying, it's got to be pretty serious for him not to compete.
That is giving, you know, Bruce Gray an opportunity to do some work in singles action today.
Who heard the bad news? Who heard old Ronnie? Torn ACL, torn meniscus, going out to have surgery. I'm on the shelf for a while.
That's pretty serious.
Some breaking news there.
Good news. Why? Who heard the news that here today, under the sunlight, old Brucey Jack is going to win the championship? And Brucey, I'm going to be out here managing you. I'm going to be out here hopping along. And I'm going to watch as you hit a PDT, you get a 1, 2, 3, and we hit and new champion, Bruce Gray.
No belts anymore. Maybe no more belts. Hold on.
Ronnie, I promise no more bouncing. But baby, Ashland, referee.
Oh, hey, Albert.
We are just talk trash. We are DD Trash. DD Trash. DD Trash. DD Trash. DD Trash. Now screw it. Yes. Pennsylvania. Going in this afternoon at 250 pounds. Here's your reigning, defending ACW Bluegrass champion.
They'll both be on the shelf after today. Come on, ACW!
Hey, hold on a second, Cut that crap! I see you making fun of me, making fun of the fact I can't walk. I see your point, okay. Oh, maybe I'm hurt. Maybe I'm old. You're younger than me. You're better looking than me. You're not. Hold on. Oh, anyway, my point is,
How many titles you got?
I might be injured and I might hop. But let me tell you one thing about you. You suck! You suck! You suck! You suck!
Shut your
Ronnie making his opinions known.
And as the mayor of the trailer park, he definitely has some influence. So, able to rally any group of people to his side.
So, these two competitors, Kayne and Kristopher, the Bluegrass champ, and Bruce Gray, these guys very well could have been in the heavyweight title tournament. But hey, we're in the Bluegrass state. We need a Bluegrass title match. And here's the deal. So coming up, December 13th in Oak Hill, West Virginia, winner takes all. We've listened to the fans. There's too many titles in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. Well, guess what? Winner takes all. We're looking to consolidate some of these titles. And so, basically, the winner of this match, whoever comes out of this with the Bluegrass Heavyweight title is going to face the winner of the Undisputed Heavyweight Tournament in Oak Hill to consolidate the Undisputed Heavyweight title and the Bluegrass title to crown the first ever ACW Triple Crown champion. That's pretty big news. And along those same lines, we're going to do the same thing with the tag titles. The Bluegrass tag titles and the ACW tag titles. In a bit of the championship picture has been in a bit of disarray with
because
all
of
the
injuries. Tons of injuries.
You got Ronnie,
who we just heard from him the official word that he has a torn ACL, torn meniscus.
He's going to be on the shelf for a while. Yeah. We all know Gorgeous Gregory, his tag team partner Jason Hendricks, they are the ACW tag champs. Broken leg. He's going to be on the shelf for some time. There's going to be, and we're still figuring it all out, waiting to hear from the commissioner Joe Montgomery and the championship committee. But there's going to be, at Oak Hill, West Virginia, winner takes all, December 13th. There's going to be
answers. We're finally going to have answers.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, just
the title picture will become more clear. I know the waters are a little muddy right now. We have all these titles. We have all these injuries on current champions. But I'd say at the conclusion of this show, and then after winner takes all in Oak Hill, December 13th,
we should be heading into 2025 with a clear picture of where everyone stands, and these athletes will be able to start making their plans for what their goals are headed into 2025.
Absolutely. You have a way with words, Nikki Walters. It's good to have you. When I start stuttering and stammering around, it's good to have Nikki Walters with the hot tag, if you will.
I think I've been one of those voices that says we have too many titles, so I definitely feel heard on that one. So I think that will definitely help everyone, including the competitors and the fans, to better understand what's going on in 2025.
So our finals for the Undisputed title is set. We're going to have handsome Nick Hamrick going up against Tyler Jordan. And as we were talking about earlier, we got Josh Bishop in the house, or in the parking lot today, to present the title to the winner.
We've got our Logan County assistant.
Oh, get out of the way. What a doofus. What a beautiful day here at Ashland, Kentucky. The Bluegrass State. Loving these events that we've put on in Ashland, Kentucky.
I know Bruce Gray would like nothing more than to win this belt, for sure.
Oh, with a big spank! Bruce with a big spank.
He may accomplish it through untraditional means.
I think Bruce has accomplished everything that he's got in life through untraditional means. And I wouldn't expect his strategy today to be any different.
May have Kayne and Kristopher a little thrown off. He's used to just going in there and just immediately slugging it out, but Bruce Gray toying with him a little bit like a cat with a mouse.
Well, we've talked about some of these other guys, the Gorgeous Gregs of the world, the the franchise players of the world playing the mind games. Well, Bruce, the veteran of the ring himself, he's no stranger to that stuff. And Bruce, he's always been a fan favorite in ACW. There was times early in his career, he didn't always walk the straight and narrow. And I guess you could argue he doesn't always walk the straight and narrow now when he's outside of an ACW ring. But, that's for the lawmakers and the courts to decide.
And, the baby mamas and
the illegitimate babies.
Right, it's for all them to work out.
Bruce wearing Canaan down with a side headlock, but Canaan slings him off. Bruce with a little gyration. That was kind of like that was almost like a matador with the cape as Canaan dove in and knocked his noggin upside the turnbuckle.
Bruce Gray distracts the ladies outside of the ring whenever he's coming to the match. They see nothing else going on. Anything could be going on in the whole world. They wouldn't notice. But he's also able to distract.
Oh, Bronco Buster!
Distract his competitors with the shimmies and the shakes.
Did you notice Bruce in the middle of that Bronco Buster being alert enough to blow a little kiss to the camera? Wait a minute, Ronnie's measuring up Canaan. Oh, but with an eye poke. Hey, we've seen Kayne and Kristopher bend the rules to his advantage. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
If you're going to dish it out, you got to be willing to take it.
Kayne and Kristopher has just been on a tear in Appalachian Championship Wrestling in 2024 and has won quite a few matches, has won that Bluegrass title. But more often than not, we have seen him win through questionable means, I guess will be the polite way to put it.
But I know that he wants to win this match by doing whatever he has to do because he's had his eye on Josh Bishop from the get-go.
Yes, he's been calling out Josh Bishop from his debut.
And that's because he would have to get through Josh Bishop to get that heavyweight title, and that's all that he's been thinking about every visit to ACW.
But now at this point, if he gets through Bruce, if he can somehow get through Bruce Gray, who Bruce is very motivated himself today, his next stop will be for the Triple Crown. That just blows him out. The Triple Crown champion of Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
Something even bigger than he dreamed of when he initially came to ACW. Something he never could have seen coming.
Oh, big suplex. But Bruce kicking out at 2. Yeah, and the Bluegrass title, very prestigious title. The second most prestigious title, I would argue, in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. And Canaan, he's looking at that as a stepping stone.
And, I mean, how amazing is it, and what does it say about his ability?
Oh, clothesline!
That he got there so quickly.
Ronnie, getting the fans fired up, rallying the fans. Oh, but Canaan, cutting off that air supply with Bruce's throat up against the ropes. Bruce is hurting Nicky. Referee Talise trying to maintain some order. Oh, but Bruce with a triple chin breaker. Now off the ropes. He just going for a Thez press, but Canaan caught him. Oh, and now Kayne's turned it to a bear hug, just squeezing the wind out of Bruce. And this guy is jacked. Okay, but Bruce getting loose from them blows. Oh, but Canaan with a big boot, Nikki. Bruce kicking out at 2. He ain't no give up in this guy. He's gonna fight to the bitter end.
Especially with his buddy Ron Mathis in his ear cheering him on, reminding him he can do this.
Oh, it just hurts my heart to see Ronnie in that condition. But I know he's going to come back stronger than ever. What's he saying? It was an ACL injury, Nikki?
Torn ACL, torn meniscus.
That's pretty serious stuff. He's going to be out of commission for some time. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with those Bluegrass tag titles and those ACW tag titles. As after today, the title picture will become a little more clear. And after December 13th, winner takes all in Oak Hill, West Virginia.
That show is going to be December 13th. So if you're in the Oak Hill area or anywhere in West Virginia and want to travel in, that's going to be one that you, as an ACW fan, just cannot miss. That one's going to be so important.
Oh, we've got, that thing's going to be stacked. We got Heath. We got the franchise players with Shane Douglas. And the way he's looking now, this is going to be the first time Shane Douglas and Nick Hamrick have been in the same building for a couple months. Since the Putnam County Fair in July.
Since the fracture of that organization has become just abundantly clear.
Oh, face buster for Bruce. Oh, Canaan kicking out at 2 3/4. Bruce almost captured that Bluegrass heavyweight title, Nikki. The fans getting behind Bruce. Okay, and Bruce, he's measuring his opponent up. I think. Oh, going for that DDT, Nikki. But Canaan, knowledgeable beyond his years in the sport, backs Bruce into the corner. Blocking that DDT. He's setting him up for a spear. He's setting him up. Oh, but Bruce with a counter. And then Bruce was, he DDT'd his leg. We've seen Bruce use this figure 4 spinning toe hold into the figure 4. And he's got that figure 4 clamped down on Kayne and Kristopher right in the middle of the ring. Nikki. Oh, how much pain, how much punishment can Kayne and Kristopher take, Nikki?
Especially with Ron Mathis taunting him to give up.
Oh, but look at the just raw power of Kayne and Kristopher as he was able to scoot inch by inch over to the ropes to cause that break.
Don't you take that, Trashy! Oh, what are you doing?
Come on.
Wait, Canaan just took one of Bruce's crutches. What the heck?
You think you're just gonna scare you?
That's ridiculous, Canaan. Oh, but Ronnie just jacked him upside his jaw.
Back down! I ain't gonna back down!
He ain't gonna back down from nobody, but here comes Bruce. Ronnie, we said this before, sometimes he's just too tough and mean for his own good. He ain't gonna back down from a fight even when he's basically crippled. Oh, but Bruce just got his head smashed upside that metal ring post.
I think they're wood, but still probably hurt.
Oh no, those things are metal, Nick.
Oh, okay.
The ring posts.
Oh, the ring post.
Yeah, the ring post.
I thought you meant the guardrail.
I think he might have caught a face full of guardrail on the way down too. Bruce, yeah, by the looks of it, because he's hurting, Nikki. He's hurting. But you got these fans cheering Bruce on as he beats the 10 count. Canaan Kayne was trying to beat him by count out. You know, you retain this title by count out, disqualification. Oh, big! That's a Canaan Claymore kick.
Bruce Great is not able to get back to his senses quick enough.
Devastating. That Canaan Claymore kick. As Canaan Kristopher retains the Bluegrass title.
Bluegrass champion, the natural Canaan Kristopher. The following contest is a mixed tag team attraction scheduled for one fall.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Betty D.
She finally didn't put on any makeup this time. She just came to the ring as herself.
Okay, we got Mika and Corey Sparks coming out to do battle with the franchise players of Betty D and Chris Canaan.
Representing the franchise players, Betty D and Chris Canaan. And their opponents this afternoon, hailing from Man, West Virginia, here's Mika. And her tag team partner from Milan, West Virginia, weighing in 195 pounds, he is the wrestling machine, Kayne.
Mika and Corey, no strangers to being in the ring in tag team competition, but usually one is on one side and one is on the other. Tonight, they're working together.
So, Mika, with a little Beetlejuice costume going on today. That's in the theme of the Halloween season.
It is the Halloween Hootenanny.
But I say, once this bell rings, there ain't gonna be no kind of like
Funny business. We're gonna be right straight to actual business.
we know how Betty D and Mika get along, which they don't get along at all. And then Chris Canaan don't get along with nobody, except for Shane Douglas on occasion. We've even seen that recently start to
Come apart, yeah.
Yes. Nikki Walters with another save. Thank you. You're really good when I start stuttering. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're starting off with Corey and Chris Canaan. Square.
No belts on the line on this one, but Chris Canaan still has a lot to prove. Not been the most positive season for him.
Well, it started off at the beginning of 2024. They had this wheelbarrow full of title belts. Chris Canaan had the ACW International title. The franchise players held all the tag team gold in ACW. Now just down to the 6-man titles, which is looking like those 6-man titles are going to be defended December 13th in Oak Hill, West Virginia. That's going to be really interesting.
That's really a show that everyone has to be at. You just have to be there if you're a true ACW fan. If you live outside the country and can't make it, of course you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and check it out there. And on our Facebook page, we'll be providing updates. But if you're anywhere close, you want to be there.
If you're anywhere inside the country, inside of the United States of America, you need to be there.
Rent a car, book the flight, get the hotel
Start
room.
hitchhiking.
Yeah.
Get back in the ring. You're right in the face, man.
Chris Canaan, he ain't one to be messed with. I'll tell you that right now. I've had some interactions with him. None of them have been positive. I thought he was going to attack me. When I asked him a little bit about this division amongst the franchise players.
That's a sore subject.
Yes, I'm not going to be bringing that up again. Yeah, I'll talk about it, in the commentary booth, but I will not bring it up to one of them again.
Maybe text it to him.
No.
That way he has time to calm down.
No. That will give him more time to get fired up. As you got the Wicked Witch and Beetlejuice squared off. But yeah, they're wearing, this is a Halloween themed show, the Halloween Hootenanny. And so we got a little bit of Halloween theme coming. Oh, Michael, the big strike. We got some Halloween theming going on here, but they ain't no playing around. When Mika gets in the ring with a big drop kick, that might be it. Betty D barely gets out. I mean, the impact of Mika's strikes.
Canaan and Betty D used to having a little bit more support, air quotes, outside of the ring than they have today. They're going to have to team up and get through this one on their own.
Yeah, you think about it. No Riddick outside. No A. Dick Vickers. Nick Hamrick. He's getting prepared for one of the biggest matches of his career against Tyler Jordan in the heavyweight title tournament finals coming up after this one. So it's odd seeing the franchise players without anybody in their corner. Oh, Corey Sparks with a big forearm. He's got Mika tagged in. They're whipping Canaan into the ropes. Oh, big double elbow taking Canaan down. But here comes Betty D slithering her way into the ring. And a big double hip toss. And now Corey, with a press to Betty D. But Betty D barely kicks out. And even though there's no titles on the line in this match, the franchise players, they need any kind of momentum they can get to build on at this point.
Right now. Test of strength. Come on.
Okay, test of strength. And you got Betty and Mika sizing each other up. Okay. Oh, but then look at that Betty D with a knee.
Am I remembering it correctly that you can pour water on a witch and they disintegrate?
Oh, was that the deal? I haven't watched that movie for so long.
I think Micah would rather do it the
old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned way. Knock her upside the head, hook that leg, and get a 3.
Good thing it's not raining today.
Speaking of, this is the first year that ACW, this is our last outdoor event of the year. This is our first year that we have had no rain cancellations. Which is pretty amazing, yeah.
Because we run a lot of outdoor shows.
Yes.
Of course, the whole state's in a drought.
I get it, right.
But a loss for some, a win for others.
Oh, spinning elbow from Canaan. Oh, but Mika kicking out. Mika, so tough, so tough.
Come on,
Canaan, let's go over here. 1, 2.
You got Canaan.
Come on.
Getting the tag to Betty D. Oh, Betty D just taunting Corey Sparks. Oh, please, you ain't going to get a pin on Mika. I don't care if she's unconscious. I don't care if she's dead. She would kick out or just pure like muscle.
Muscle memory,
yeah.
Hey, watch there now. 1, 2, 3.
Canaan.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, Canaan tagged into the ring as they continue to work on Mika.
Pushing the ref.
James Lawrence ain't gonna put up with too much of that. We prefer to see winners and losers in ACW, and there's a little bit of leeway at times. However, there's only so much Jim Lawrence is going to take for it. he calls for that belt. And these franchise players constantly pushing it to the limit. Continuing to taunt Corey Sparks. Playing those mind games, which is one of the factors that has made them so successful in the past. As a franchise players looking for a win to build some momentum.
Even for you.
This week at the Halloween Hootenanny, Ashland, Kentucky. Abdominal stretch as Mika continues to get beat down. This young lady, double tough. But there's only so much she can take. There's only so much a human body can take.
Right, she's still human. Even though at times she seems superhuman.
Oh, headbutt from Canaan.
Of course you're taking the light work, Betty.
Betty D coming in. Working on Mika. Clotheslining her into the ropes.
Corey wants to get in there so bad. Taking so much restraint.
Okay. Whipping Mika to the ropes. Oh. And Mika going for a clothesline, but Betty D very aware, ducking underneath there. Oh, chin buster. Mika's almost got Mika with the tag. He just got Kayne with the another clothesline. Hot tag from Corey Sparks. Here comes Betty D to the ring. Oh, Corey's got her up.
What's in the body slam?
Oh, just slammed her hard to the mat. And then Corey, with a big knee to Canaan. Okay, as they go brawling outside the ring, Nikki. Oh, Canaan just... Wait a minute, Canaan just went down. He's hurting, Nikki. And you got Mika. Oh, just drop Betty D. Hooking that leg. Big win for Mika and Corey Sparks.
Winners of the match, Corey Sparks and Mika. It is now time for your ACW Halloween Hootenanny main event of the afternoon. Before we get started with the wrestling action, please help me welcome to the ring the intense icon, Josh Bishop!
All right, Nikki, Josh Bishop. As you see, he's got those belts. He's been stripped of the belts. He's going to relinquish them. As you see the injured arm in the sling.
And I can also see on Joshua Bishop's face how difficult this is to go in there and have to do this. He's a respectful guy in terms of understanding, not to the fans, but in terms of understanding the importance of this belt.
I know these aren't the circumstances, sir, that you wanted to be here this afternoon in Ashland, Kentucky, but an honorable man relinquishing the ACW Undisputed Heavyweight Championship.
And I would agree with ring announcer Daniel Blevins. We've called into question some of Josh Bishop's tactics, but we're seeing a different side of him now. That's a very honorable move. He's unable to compete. So he is going to present the belts, the Undisputed Heavyweight title belts, to the winner of this big main event, the tournament final. We got Nick Hamrick, Tyler George.
By Time Warp Ashland to crown a new ACW ACW Undisputed Heavyweight Champion. Introducing first, he hails from Charlotte, North Carolina. He weighed in this afternoon at 220 pounds. Handsome Nick Hamrick. And his opponent, hailing from Canton, Ohio, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is untouchable, Tyler Jordan!
Well, I think we know who the crowd favorite is in this one, Nikki.
I think that's been made apparent already.
This is Tyler Jordan's first appearance in the Ashland area, but he's already made a big impression on the fans with that win earlier today.
And just a review for folks, if you're just tuning in, we had 2 scrambles at the beginning of the show. These two, the victors of those 2 scrambles, with the opportunity now to face off in our main event. A main event that holds a lot of weight, a lot of importance to this one. Not that all main events aren't awesome, but this one really means a lot to both of these competitors for different reasons.
Well, both these guys have made it abundantly clear that their goal in Appalachian Championship Wrestling is to be the Undisputed Heavyweight Champion. And one of these guys is going to end up out of this match being presented with those belts from the former champion Josh Bishop. Really exciting, historic match.
And this is a response to something that we couldn't have seen coming with Josh Bishop's injury. And, how big is it of Josh Bishop to be here today to do this? Especially, when he's not always been everyone's favorite.
Oh, big drop kick by Tyler. But yes.
Just swallow his, I won't say swallow his pride necessarily, because it's not his fault that he got injured. There's nothing he could have done to prevent that, but I know that this meant so much to him.
Oh, look at that slam!
Having this belt and then now having to come here and give it to someone else.
Well, we're seeing a different side of Josh Bishop. He hasn't always been, humble, I guess is one way to put it. Pretty, the old Josh Bishop, pretty full of himself, not a whole lot of, he is basically just full of himself. We're seeing a different side of him. He is being very pleasant today. And we both said some things about Josh Bishop. I take him back. This young man, it appears that he has grown from his experience.
And I think that, Josh Bishop has enough respect for the sport of wrestling that he would have given the belt to a victor, but he had hoped to do it if they actually beat him in the ring. He hadn't have hoped to do it this way when he couldn't defend himself.
Well, I was talking to Josh Bishop a little bit before the matches. He's expecting, when he comes back, he's expecting to get a crack at whoever the champion is upon his return.
And speaking of injuries, I wanted to point out, in case anybody noticed, something happened in that previous match, the tag match. We've just gotten word from the locker room that Canaan suffered a pretty significant ankle injury.
Yeah, this has been quite the 2024 for the ACW locker room as far as injuries. We got Josh Bishop, just has shoulder surgery. We got Jason Hendricks, one half of the ACW tag champs. He is out with a broken leg. We got Ron Mathis, one half of the Bluegrass tag champs, out with the ACL tear. Was that what it was? Mm-hmm. It's hard to keep track of all these injuries. And now Chris Canaan. The severity of his injury, unknown as of right now, but we will definitely let you guys know as soon as we get word. Oh, but handsome Nick Hamrick with a power slam. Okay, I thought we had just crowned a new Undisputed Heavyweight Champion in handsome Nick Hamrick. And handsome Nick Hamrick, he has made it known from the get-go. He's not in Appalachian Championship Wrestling for anything other than to be the very best. And if you want to claim that you're the very best in ACW, you got to hold that Undisputed Heavyweight title. But the fans, letting it be known who they're rooting for. Oh, but handsome Nick Hamrick with a handful of hair. Just slinging and slamming Tyler Jordan down to the mat.
It's too smart, baby.
Off the ropes, Hamrick. Oh, going for that elbow. But Tyler Jordan very alertly moved out of the way, Nikki. Oh, clothesline. Clothesline from Tyler. Another one. Oh, but Hamrick. Oh, but then Tyler Jordan, that big spinning heel kick. That's got Nick Hamrick seeing stars, Nikki.
Even though Tyler Jordan, of course, had no way of knowing for sure that he would win that scramble.
Oh, look at that suplex.
I feel like this is the only thing that he envisioned in his mind as the outcome. Manifesting this match to come to be because he wanted this so badly.
Well, and here's the thing about Tyler Jordan. He's very confident, but he's not egotistical. Mm-hmm. He's he's confident because he's been very successful, but has not let that success go to his head. Nick Hamrick, on the other hand, I guess you could make an argument that some of the success has went to his head as he catches Tyler Jordan with that big boot. Which one of these competitors is going to end up as a new ACW Undisputed Champion? It was almost Nick Hamrick as he went for that pinfall, Nikki. It was pretty exciting.
You got to wonder who wants it more, and I'm sure that they both really want it, but in different ways and for different reasons.
Oh, Nick just catching Tyler in the jaw now with a chop.
What would it mean for the franchise players if Nick Hamrick were to win? They might need that wheelbarrow to start making its way back out.
Referee! Jim Lawrence just got clothesline, Nikki. And you got Tyler, just slamming him down. But there's no referee to make the count, Nikki. There's no referee to make the count. Jim's hurting it. He's like, I think he's unconscious.
Wake up!
Referee James Lawrence, he just caught a boot upside his head. Oh, big low blow from Nick Hamrick. Low blow from Nick Hamrick. Don't let it end this way, please. Oh.
We just wanted a fair fight.
Wait a minute, but you got Nick Hamrick. He just grabbed one of the belts that's going to be awarded to the winner. Oh, just blasted Tyler Jordan upside the head. Oh, no, don't let it end like this. Don't let it end like this, Nikki. Jim. Wait a minute, Tyler Jordan kicked out. Tyler Jordan kicked out, Nikki. I thought that was it. After you get knocked upside the head with a belt like that, these belts are about 20 pounds. And now you got Nick complaining to the ref. He's going, but then Tyler with a big kick, and he's got him. Oh, Tyler with the... Nikki, we got an undisputed ACW heavyweight champion, and his name is Tyler Jordan.
ACW undisputed heavyweight champion, untouchable. Tyler Jordan.
And congratulations to Tyler Jordan.
Josh Bishop going to present these belts to a fellow Northeast Ohio resident.
Yes, Josh Bishop. It's just been great seeing his change of attitude as Josh Bishop, very sportsmanlike, shaking the hand, awarding the belts to the winner. And those are his old belts. You know what I mean? That's wait a minute, what's he? Josh Bishop is Tyler Jordan. Show them belts to the fans. Bishop's got something in his hands, Nikki. As you got Tyler Jordan celebrating this big Undisputed Heavyweight title win with the fans.
Is it a congratulatory gift maybe that he brought to the ring? Some great shopping here in Ashland.
Oh, yeah. What a moment. Wait a minute! That son of a bitch he just nailed him upside the head with some...
6 months to hold those. He didn't win titles, he won a target.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Josh Bishop, that son of a bitch. That's ridiculous. What is wrong with this guy?
October 26, 2024, ACW crowned a new champion in Tyler Jordan. And I came here, I had to wrestle in a 6-pack scramble, but that's no problem because I took care of business and dog walked them all over Ashland, Kentucky. And then in the finals, I faced Nick Hamrick. And just like I do to everybody else, I showed him why I'm untouchable. And now, I'm the new champ. But the former champ, Josh Bishop, he's a little salty. He's a little mad that he tore his shoulder up. And he wanted to sucker punch me with the left hand, not even the right. Hit me with the left. I got something for you, Josh Bishop. I want you to heal up real good. Because when you're 100% and you're ready to go, Tyler Jordan will be waiting for you. Woo-hoo! Boy, oh boy, did that feel good. It felt good to be back at ACW. And yeah, I had to come in. I mean, look at me. It's obvious. I had shoulder surgery. One of the most serious shoulder surgeries you could ever have. And guess what? I'm gonna come back better than I ever have in my entire career. I'm not gonna let this stop me one bit. So Tyler Jordan tonight, hey, congratulations, kid. You won 2 titles, I bet is what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, I came to ACW. I did it. I'm the man. I'm the double champ. No. I got bad news for you, Tyler Jordan. I hit you with a little reality check today. A little taster, a little appetizer of what's about to come. Because when I'm back, I'm coming back for my titles. And I'm taking you on Exit 187. And you're gonna learn the same thing that everyone else has learned when they come to ACW. Come for the champ. Come at the real man, the dog, the king, the intense icon. And when you go down Exit 187, there's no survivors.
ACW! 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 ACW!